Hey everybody, it's time for my rant. Today I'm going to rant about ranting. Um I'm just going to sit here and say things like abortion and white supremacy. And I don't know, what else is there that's really um I already said fascism, racism. Let's Google search here. I'm going to Google search controversial topics and I'm going to say them one by one and we're going to just like let them all sink in a little bit. Oh, that's a good one. Pharmaceutical industry, big pharma. Plastic surgery. Ethnic adoption. Human trafficking. Genetic cloning. Animal testing. Capital punishment. Abortion is the last one on the list. Racism and white supremacy didn't even, I guess that's not even controversial anymore. It's just normal. But yeah, that was just a warm up. We're ranting about ranting, and when you rant about stuff, this is the meta rant. I'm ranting about ranting. So, ranting about ranting, I think you would. What can you say about ranting? About ranting, talking about talking, thinking about thinking. I guess a good rant, has to be loaded with controversial topics. So that's why I hit a couple good ones right off the rip there for you. And yeah, what else do you need about a good rant? You got to be able to talk. You got to be able to talk, and you got to not be afraid of putting your foot in your mouth because it happens a lot. And if you rant, it's going to happen. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, that's all I got on that one. So I'm just going to move on to something else. I have a little backdrop. I hope everybody likes my backdrop. I think it's pretty cool. I got it at a hippie store. I'm wearing my dashiki. I was out in the sun today. I'm a little red, you might notice. I did put a little sunscreen on, but got a little burn action. But yeah. I guess if you want to know about me, because you're listening to Billy Sunday, you want to know about who I am and what I believe in. I would say that I believe that people are good. I think that deep down, even if you might be a bad person, you might do bad things, I think that there's still good in you. Maybe you won't ever get to it, Maybe you'll die and you'll regret your whole life. That's possible. It's very possible. A lot of people do it. A lot of people die in the weeks or days before they try to make amends, and they, regret the way they did this and talk to, their family or someone or wife or whoever. So that happens a lot. I mean, unfortunately, nowadays we have, like Shakespeare said, an old man is twice a child. That was Hamlet. Paraphrasing there. So, don't regret your whole life. Don't be selfish and then die regretting how you lived your life. That's me. That's what I believe in. I believe in the McMurrian maxim that all meaningful knowledge is for the sake of action, and all meaningful action is for the sake of friendship. And Taylor Swift's new album just came out. Oh, that was a hard transition, but we're going to roll with it. Taylor Swift's album just came out. Lover. I listened to a little bit of it. And, yeah. It's great. It's great. Oh, I'm not really a Taylor Swift fan. I can't help it. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. I wish I was, but I'm not. I wish I could look at life like that and just like Taylor Swift and Justin Bieber and Usher, but unfortunately I don't. That's not me. That's not what I like. I like folk music. I like old blues music. I like the Grateful Dead, stuff like that. I do like some Kanye West. I like some like before 808 Heartbreak Kanye West. That was my jam. And I mean, I'm not even sure what's really, trending top 10, top 10 songs right now. Top 100 on the billboards right now is a bunch of people I don't even know. I don't know any of these people. I know Old Town Road. I know that one. That's number 3. Oh, that's still up there. So I know Old Town Road. I got one in. It's not bad. Try to stay cool. For me, it's important to be contemporary. It's important to know, even though I don't really appreciate much of the music that is made in this day and age, I'm going to take my horse down the Old Town Road. I'm going to ride until I can no more. I'm like, okay. I kind of actually like that song because it is kind of like a throwback to some old like country western, like bluesy stuff. So I like that. I don't mind that. I don't mind a little Old Town Road. Gonna ride Old Town Road. That's a good one to me. It's number 3. A place on number 3 today on the charts, folks. Yes. But it is important, I think, to be contemporary. It's important to know what's cool, what's hot. Chris Brown, he's hot. I know him. Justin Bieber, I don't care. Just like I don't care about Justin Bieber. Yep. And the reason why it is important to be contemporary is because it's important to relate to your audience. It's important. Whoa, little earthquake, minor earthquake right there. That was just my leg. It just hit the little stand thing that the computer's resting on. But yeah, it's important to be contemporary. It's important to know your audience because not everybody is like you. And if something is popular, then that means a lot of people, the majority of people like it. So, And I'm a man of the people, so I try to stay with it. Try to stay cool. Usually okay at it. I'm good with politics. Kind of good with politics. You might disagree with me if you heard one of my previous rants. But yeah. Why don't we go that? You know what? We could do that. We could do a little bit of some. Let's see what Google News has to offer us today, because I don't think anybody else was feeling it, but I was kind of feeling it. Johnson & Johnson ordered to pay $572 million in landmark opioid trial. Okay. They're there to pay for its opioid crisis role. Oklahoma wins case against drug maker. So I guess Johnson & Johnson has to pay a bunch of money because of its role in the state of Oakland's opioid crisis. And, what do hey, I think that's good, because finally it's getting out in the news. It is such a huge crisis. No one really talks about it that much. It pops up every once in a while. And people like to get high. People love to get high. Everybody likes to get high. I mean, one way or the other. Either through drugs, or maybe you're a workaholic. Maybe you work for that promotion. You like to, you're real cutthroat like that. It's a high right there. Everybody does it. Everybody likes to. Some people just, pretty commonplace nowadays. People abuse drugs. They abuse alcohol. They abuse each other. Whatever you abuse. And opioids are, those are up there with some terrible drugs. Terrible things out there. Really horrible stuff. Opioids, and they're just so easy to get, You go to the doctor and you break your arm, you do something, and they're giving you, we're giving you some really serious drugs. Some really serious opioids. Touches a lot of people. It does. And it's not talked about. So I'm glad that there's a ruling against some big pharma, number one controversial topic. That was definitely a good controversial topic. Big pharma. People like to get high. People like their drugs. I'm no stranger to that. I've been down several routes. But now I get my highs ranting on Facebook and YouTube. So yeah, all meaningful knowledge is for the sake of action. Ooh, all meaningful action is for the sake of friendship. I truly do believe that. If you want to know about me, why I'm ranting, it's because I feel like I have a lot to give, and I wanna be there. I want to give it to you. I want to tell you everything's gonna be okay. Everything will be okay. We might not always believe it, might not always feel it, but it will. Everything will be okay. And that's the message. That's the Billy Sunday message. Everything gonna be all right. Even though, some people think that might just be sentimental, it might just be hogwash. Might be whatever you want to call it. But it's true. Everything, like they say, all afflictions must end somehow. Either in this life or the next. All of our afflictions will end. I truly do believe that. So everything will be okay. Everything is going to be okay. And something I struggle with a lot is asking, for help. Maybe I don't really struggle that much. I'm kind of kind of a squeaky wheel, if you know what I mean. They say the squeaky wheel gets the grease, so I'm always squeaking. That's why I'm out here. I'm out here squeaking at you. Yeah. And, when you're ranting, this is a tip for anybody who wants to rant. Just do what you know. Rant about what you know. And luckily I know a little bit about a lot of things. So my ranting, the range of my rants can vary. But this rant is, I'm trying to really zero in on my ranting skills. So, Kanye West, classic ranter, love his rants. Like all of his art, his rants, I'm a fan of his earlier rants, the George Bush hates black people rants. Those ones were way better than, I'm not really sure how he went from George Bush hates black people to now being a Trump head. Yeah. I gotta think it's something about the money, but, I can't. He won't. I don't think he even knows, to be honest with you, but Kanye West. Now, there's a controversial topic. It's not top 10 on Google, but definitely up there. So, yeah. The weather was very nice today, like I had predicted. Weather today, balmy. I think it was maybe in the low 70s, and we had some cloud cover for a lot of the time, so it was not too much sun, obviously, but it was good. Why don't we, scroll down to the next thing that Google News is telling me I should think about. G7. The G7, is that like a, earthquake again? Sorry, guys, but my laptop I should probably have fixed that, but it's kind of like a little uneven surface it's on. But the G7, yo, it's not a rap band. G7 in the house. G7, everybody probably knows what the G7 is. Top 7 economies. They're good guys, a lot of them are great people. The leaders of the G7, they get together to discuss what the economy is going to be like. And, you need summits like that. I'm not really sure how much gets done, but it is good that they all get together and, talk about setting a plan, because you need that. You need that kind of all meaningful knowledge for the sake of action. All meaningful action is for the sake of friendship. You need these guys to get together and to talk and to make these relationships, to form these friendships, these kinships, so that the world can function properly. You need the G7. You need the G whatever. G7. So, I'm all about the G7. U.S., Canada, Britain, Japan. U.S., Canada, Britain, Japan. I don't know if Canada's on there, but it's U.S. Gotta be Britain, right? Britain, China, Japan. Don't quote me on this. I'm going blind here. U.S., China, Britain, Japan, Canada, France, and number 7 is, I'm just going to pull one out of a hat here and say Australia. I am very curious now as to who is in the G7. Macron and his fancy diplomatic footwork. Oh, snap. Some guy's got some diplomatic footwork up in here. G7. Ooh, Italy. Not, I got it right, except it was Italy. I was going to say Italy. I was going to say Italy. But then I was like, Australia? I don't know where I got Australia from. I should have said Italy. But Canada, France. Oh, Germany. Canada, France, Germany. Duh, come on. Italy, Japan, UK, United States. Okay. The group included Russia. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then Russia kind of just like hangs out. And they're like, I am watching you on the Instagram. I see everything you do. You cannot have G7 without me. So Russia's there too. Just kind of like chilling in the background. But they liked 7. It was a good number, lucky number 7. They didn't want to do G8 because then it's like, where did G9, G10? When is it all going to stop? It's a question a lot of people want to know. But the good thing about a rant is that you go for time. You play for time. Go with stuff you know. I studied philosophy, so that means I know almost nothing, which is good for a rant, because I can talk about nothing, because I know nothing, so I can talk literally about nothing. And G7 up in this piece, y'all. The world economy. I know, right? It seems like, why is Billy supporting the G7? But when it comes down to it, these guys got to talk. And I really don't think much gets done at the G7, but they need to have it. It's got to have. Trump, okay. And we are going to go on to the next, after skipping G7 climate meeting. I don't really want to talk about Trump right now. I don't want to turn my stomach, So yeah. That's a tempting headline. They got me on that headline. The Atlantic. The next recession will destroy millennials. Oh my God. Really? I'm going to be destroyed? I don't want to be destroyed. Whatever, like I said, it's going to be all right, baby. It's going to be all right, Atlantic. Ain't no recession going to destroy me. Ain't no recession destroying me. I'm going to be okay. We gonna be alright. We gonna be alright. Is that Snoop Dogg? I think we gonna be alright. Millennials gonna be alright. So, I don't support Trump. That's fake news. It's fake news. Ain't no recession gonna destroy no millennials. We gonna be here. And we definitely gonna be queer. And you're just gonna have to get used to it. So, that's how I feel about that silly headline from The Atlantic. Good one. Oh, snap. This is my face. This is my Atlantic monthly face. So I'm just riffing on the news, nothing like riffing on the news. What? Riffing on the news, son? Yeah, did you hear the news? Did you guys hear the news? Did you hear the news? Oh my gosh. Recession will destroy millennials. Like, we aren't already destroyed. You can't destroy us anymore. Oh gosh. You gotta have a sense of humor about these things. Really. Thank you for watching. If anybody is still watching at this point, I want to say yes. I was gonna say gracias, but I don't know Spanish, so I was gonna say thank you. Thank you for watching, for tuning in, for listening. And let's riff a little bit. Best size of Starbucks coffee isn't on the menu. Life hacker. What? Oh, there's no such thing as a small. The sizes are everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Tall, blah, blah, blah. Okay, what you order is a short. Oh, that's what. Duh. I've been ordering shorts like forever because trying to limit my caffeine intake, because sometimes I'm like 5 cups of coffee and I'm like, what was that? Oh my god, I can't. So I've been, toning it down a little bit, but yeah, the short. Order the short. It's a little baby cup. It's a good size. It's just the right amount. It's that, just, I don't know what that, just the right amount of that brown caffeinated beverage called coffee. Starbucks, your local craft Starbucks artisan coffee. It's a great taste in a cup that can't be beat. Everybody knows that when you have that Starbucks cup, it makes you look cool. I wish I had one right now. I would hold it and be like, Starbucks, Starbies. I love the Starbucks. I'm trying to limit the caffeine intake, but I'm definitely a Starbucks guy. I'm not a Dunkin' guy. Don't go to Dunkin'. Don't do it to yourself. And I'm not really sure if the coffee's any better or worse, but it's just this whole I don't know what about Dunkin'. It's like you gotta have one of those neon shirts and like a ripped up jeans, I've been there. Trust me, it's not pretty. You don't want to be that guy. Do not want to be that guy. You have more to give, okay? You have more to offer than Dunkin' Donuts. Don't do Dunkin'. Do Starbucks. Yeah, it's 50 cents more. But when you walk in, you got your Starbucks cup and you walk out, you're like, I'm going to kill it today, I'm going to kill it today. I got my Starbucks, and I'm going to kill it. I don't care what anybody says. Starbucks, killing it. Don't do the Dunkin'. The end. Just a tip. That's all it is. Just a tip from Billy, because wisdom is worth more than money. So says Solomon the prophet. And, yep, 28 minutes, 5 seconds. I'm going to wrap this one up. I do half-hour rants. Thinking about doing hour rants. I was thinking about doing a 24-hour rant. Just leave it on 24 hours. Just go. Just do it. Why not? I'm not really sure I have that in me, but yeah. I do it because, okay, 28 minutes, 30 seconds. Time is ticking of the essence. Time to go. Running out. I don't want to go. I want to keep talking about random stuff. Riffing. All right, let's try and get one more shot here. Jamaica hella bobsled team. Ho! Nobody can believe Jamaica hella bobsled.